Hey everybody, welcome to Tarot TV with T. You feel me? Let me set me up real good. Gucci back, bitch. Did you miss me? Okay, well anyway, today we're first of all, follow me on Instagram, Tarot TV with T, or Tinateapot W. I will be dropping that down in the chat. Hey Ricky, I will be dropping that down in the chat. Hey Shay Queen, hey Breezy. So today, let me change the thing. I'm gonna change the, I gotta fix my video. I'm gonna be right back. Heat finna do my read. Okay, then, hey Katrina Pryor. This is what I wanted to talk about today, y'all. So, this is what I want to talk about. So, I had, y'all wait. I'm getting there. Wait till hold on now, nigga. Hey. I'm getting there. So, what I wanted to talk about was, this is what I want to talk about first. So, I had, a few weeks ago, I had a dream. I ain't Martin Luther King now, but let me turn my filter on so I can look fine. Okay. Clear up the blemishes. What's up with the coronavirus? I'm going to say system, and more. CDC live with Tarot TV with T. Hey, who the gal? How y'all doing? Hey, everybody. How everybody doing today, first of all, before we get into everything? I got all of y'all. I know y'all want to hop around and this and that and this and that and boop the boop and here and there and it's fine. But this is what I want to talk about today. So today on my Instagram, I had posted a dream of mine that I had. And the dream I had was literally about people mutating into turtles. I've been trying to figure out what the fuck, excuse my language, I've been trying to figure out what the fuck this means. But a few weeks ago I had a dream. So this is how the dream went. And I got pictures too. So I had a dream that I was at the crib, my family was here and I was on the bed. And my bed, that's how it is now, was actually, hey Mika Collin, was actually faced the other direction. And my mama and them stepkids had came over and we was smoking and shit in the room type shit, right? And then after that, I left and I went to the movies with my homegirl that lives in California. When we was watching this movie, I don't know what it was called, but she said that she had to be back in California by 12 a.m. And now that I think about it, California has a curfew. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think about that at the time, weeks is going by. So now I'm like, okay, California she had to be back at 12 a.m. I left the movie theater, and in the movie theater, there was a walk through a glass door, and it was the Chili's restaurant. I see my homegirl and her sister eating, but in my mind, I was like, okay, I'm going to mind grown folk business. I ain't finna ask her why she's still in Georgia or out and she's supposed to be at home at 12 a.m. I don't know what the fuck that's about, right? Minding my business. So after that, I go around to the other side of the bar. I sit down and I have steak with like some steak sauce already. I brought my own steak to the restaurant and I poured it onto my plate. A black lady and her two daughters sitting next to me. And I remember, hey McBreezy, and I remember asking her, I asked the lady, I asked the waitress, asked for a menu. They never did bring me a menu, but then again, I already had food on my own plate. Next thing you know, I look up, my friend gone from over there across the bar. The black lady and her kids is gone. Their place is empty, but there's a menu next to me. I didn't use it because I was already eating. And so I'm sitting down and I look to the right of me. There's two chefs. They black. There's two black lady cooks. They heavy set or whatever. And they are at the kitchen. Okay. I don't know what they fuck they talking about. They gossiping, doing black folk shit. Yeah, this is what I had a dream about. This is like, I be having premonition on world news. After I leave the restaurant, I go to the house. I go home. Like, my house is not that high up. And there is a little pond by my house. It's on the other side of my house, but instead the pond was in the front of my house. And so I look out this window right here, with these curtains or things like that, right? And I look down, because I'm up high for some reason. I look down, and there's a pond with about 5 to 6 people in it, and they mutate into turtles. And I'm like, what the fuck going on? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle type shit. And then I see my friend again. She's in the pond too, and she's turning into a turtle. And there's like a street, like it's a circle pond, and then there's a little alleyway that leads to California. So she turns into a turtle too. I drew a picture of it so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. So this is my dream journal. So this is me. I'm at the window. I see it was a coach. It was like a coach and a bunch of athletes. So I'm like, now we talk about athletes are affected with corona. Mind you, this was weeks ago. This was in January. So I see a coach teaching athletes how to turn into mutant ninja turtles or whatever the fuck it may be. And this is my homegirl. She turned into a turtle somewhere around here, then floated upstream. Now this is me watching. Look, I got Tina right here. Like, this is me watching and shit. I'm like, what's this about? You know, I'm looking, I'm watching it in the flesh. I turn around, that's why I got this arrow. I turn around and there's this box here. When I see the box, it's a box with two swords crossed over on it, and it has some words that go like this, and then it had elite on the bottom of it. I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? Is that like an invitation to the Illuminati? Or, you know, the Two of Swords is a decision, so I was like, maybe the Two of Swords, maybe. I'm not sure what the fuck that means. Or like, and it was rough and coarse, damn near like a fingernail file. You know those block fingernail files that you shave your nails with to give it some shape? It was coarse as like a fingernail file when I picked it up. So I was like, Two of Swords, what that mean? Then I go outside. You know, I don't know why I go outside. I'm still black. Well, not black, brown, whatever the fuck you want to call me, because I'm black, right? I go outside and I see now I'm seeing everything in the flesh. I see the coach like, and 1 and 2 and turn into a turtle. Now, and then I walk up the street, I see turtles on the street. Oh, remind you of Call of Duty Black Ops? I used to play that. Yeah, go outside, and people is turned into turtles, and I'm still checking my skin, and I'm still brown. I don't know what's going on. Like, I stay in the house anyway, because I'm a tarot reader, and that's what the fuck I be doing. I'm like, I'm a certified medical professional, and I refuse to work in a doctor's office because my grandma had died, my grandma died in the 70s, 1971. She contracted tuberculosis from a patient back in the 70s. They used to leave the black people outside on the porch, and the white people used to be able to get treated immediately. So the black people were last. And she contracted tuberculosis, and she ended up dying. She was spitting up blood. My granddaddy wouldn't let my dad and them and his sisters see her or anything. And then I remember I had a photo shoot at a hotel. This is after the dream. I had a photo shoot after the hotel, and when I got there, they tell me the only 2 cases in Atlanta that were known were Indian people. Indian father and a child came from Italy. And they were supposed to be quarantined. They lived in the same house. Why I walk into that hotel, the workers are saying, the workers told me it was the Marriott on 14th Street downtown in Midtown. They tell me that the people who were supposed to be in quarantine done checked in the fucking hotel down fucking town, and they got kicked out, and they was in the parking deck on the 3rd floor, which is funny because I found $3 $1 bills a day, so it reminded me of that. They went to fucking work after that. Not only did they not go home and stay in quarantine, the daddy went to work and he sent the child to school. Then they shut down the school. Hey, Ricky. Then they shut down the school that the baby went to. I've seen actual videos of people in China licking the elevator handles and trying, you know what I'm saying? Because if they fucked up, they want to fuck everybody else up. I'm like, why is they the only people in Georgia? Why are they out in the streets at the hotel, then going to work and sending their kid to school? Next thing you know, they shut down the school, they shut down the work, and the next thing you know, a teacher got sick, and they shut down all the Fulton County school systems. Now, Clayton County school system is shut down. You know what I'm saying? And so, look. So, what made this, over the weeks, I've been trying to figure out what it is. I'm like, it's either I am being, because it was, like I said, it said elite, Tuosaurus elite. I'm like, is that a decision that needs to be made? Like, am I gonna decide to get corona with everybody else, or I'm gonna decide to stay in the house, or I'm gonna like decide to be an Illuminati or something? You know what I'm saying? So I could be safe or whatever. I don't fucking know what it means, but this is what I seen. And then the reason why. Yeah, you said, man, Trump funny as fuck. He called it the Chinese virus. You know he funny as fuck. That man crazy as hell. That's just Trump for you. You know, I ain't got nothing to say. Okay, that's just Trump for you. He's a businessman, and that's all I know. And I stayed at the Trump Towers in Vegas, and it was turned the fuck up. I mean, it was everybody in there. It's not like I had just had Indians and Ethiopians delivering my food to the room and cleaning up. It was white, black, Mexican, Chinese. Everybody was, it was like a meshed environment, and this was years ago. So I'm like, I don't, whatever. So then anyway, so I wakes up and I talked to one of my friends who's a politician in Minnesota. He used to work for the watershed company. He tells me that you deciding if you're gonna take it or not. Right, I don't want that shit. He tells me that he used to work for the watershed company, and one of the things that they used to do is they used to go all across the state of Minnesota, and they used to test the water. He said they like, and it's probably with every state. He said, and what they test for is the amphibians. They test for frogs and turtles. The way to know that the ecosystem is contaminated is if it's a male frog or something, or a male turtle, and it mutates into a female turtle or vice versa, and that's how you know that water in that ecosystem is contaminated. And so I was like, damn, it's crazy that I got that. What she called me today on that. So I was like, he's old, like 60 something years old. He old as fuck. But I met, because I did nonprofit work in Atlanta. So I came across a lot of politicians, a lot of people that work in nonprofit organizations. And they told me that. I was like, that is so freaking crazy, because the fact that you're talking about turtles and amphibians. I have a friend who's in California who is on lockdown, and she was not home at the time of the curfew. And I got people turning into fucking turtles, and then you got a decision. And I feel like we all have a decision. Like, I remember a friend on Facebook was arguing with a bitch because she said that it's a choice to get HIV, but it ain't no choice to get corona or something like that. I'm like, how the fuck does a person choose to get HIV? And how does a fucking person choose to get corona? Because when you look at everything all together, it's never a choice, right? Because people with HIV, I've seen stories of ladies fucking 1,000 men because she got fucked up. And now we look at China, these people is fucked up, and there's videos of people surfacing doing this all on the shit, and it takes 14 hours to dissipate. I got friends that want to visit me, and my mama say, no, we is in quarantine. I bet you better act like the corona's outside. Told me don't get in an Uber, because Uber is public transportation. They giving me hand sanitizers, my parents, and they even went as far as to give me hot toddies every day. Have y'all ever had a hot toddy? Hey, beautiful Aries, have y'all ever had a hot toddy? It's like alcohol, either bourbon, whiskey, or something, with some lemon and honey or whatever, and you warm it up in the microwave or whatever, because they claim that the disease, the coronavirus will last in your throat for 4 days. So they say gargle with salt water. Not only do I gargle with salt water, but I gargle with Dr. Tishner. Dr. Tishner is an old school. Who heard of Dr. Tishner? My auntie put me on that. Dr. Tishner is like an old school antiseptic or whatever. You know how they... Yeah. I know what it is, but I ain't had it. Yeah. Dr. Tishner is like old school antiseptic. You know how Listerine got the orange antiseptic? But Dr. Tishner is like that old school. Like, if you got a sore throat, strep throat, any fucking thing wrong with your throat, like that shit. If you had surgery in your teeth, your fucking mouth stank, or whatever the fuck, Dr. Tishner is gonna hook that up. We use that. And so we've been hot toddying in Dr. Tishner and salt water gargling, because they say it stay in your system for 4 days. Now, okay, look, I know that everybody is like, what we want to say? Everybody is like real tripped out right now. Now, y'all do not forget that last week or so, We sprung forward. Some people forgetting that niggas is catching summer cold, not summer cold, spring colds and spring flus. Like y'all just educate yourself on the systems. Wash your hands. I be telling folks, no, you can't come over here. You be out in the streets. Like, nah, I don't be in the streets, bitch. I seen you at the mall and at the fucking restaurant, ho. Yeah. What you need to ask me? Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, what I was saying, I know what it is, but okay. But oh yeah, also y'all make sure y'all fill out y'all census if y'all want that $1,000 check from Trump. It's illegal. If y'all don't fill out the census, the government is coming to your house. And you know the census be like so you can track your lineage. You know how a lot of people can't find their ancestry and stuff, and they go back as far as like the 1700s and check the census and stuff. Y'all need to fill out. Make sure y'all fill out y'all census so y'all can get this $1,000 check, bitch. I'm getting my little check, bitch. Finna get a new whip. Hello, I'm finna save up and get a new whip. You feel me? I just playing. But anyway, yeah, my friend told me about the mutations in the ecosystem. That's how they can tell if there's something wrong with the water. And that's crazy because he told me that today. And yesterday I was talking to my mom and I was trying to run some water out the faucet. And she was like, don't use that water. We got water, we got water. She was like, don't use the water in the faucet. You don't know if them motherfuckers at work today. Like people out here tripped out. Like she was like, she don't know if people at work today because she had to go to somewhere to a government official and they had to talk to her outside last week. So she was like, hey, don't be drinking the water either. And then I thought about the water and then it was crazy. Yeah, then, that's how I track my intuition differently. But I track my intuition by things that stand out to me for the day. Fuck, stop calling me. I need to turn my data off because people gonna be calling me and I'm not all that superstitious. Like, it's the government trying to keep me from talking ass shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be that person. I'm like, stop fucking calling me. I don't want to fucking, y'all not calling about nothing. The world is being scammed and bamboozled already. You know what I'm saying? And then, what y'all think? Is y'all gargling and everything? Cause so for me, what do y'all think? Like, I don't know. Cause I saw the Two of Swords on a block that said something elite. You know what I'm saying? And I'm thinking it started with an F or something. I can't remember, but it said it started with an F or whatever. And hey, Alan. So I was trying to figure out what it was. And then I'm, having dreams about the turtles and shit. You feel me? I don't know. Oh, so sorry. That's my Wi-Fi code. My bad. This is my dream journal. I got all kind of shit. Yeah, then I'm seeing like shit like this in my sleep from weeks ago. So I'm trying to figure out what the fuck going on. I'm like, okay, and then now I'm hearing about the water. Then a day later, I'm hearing about the water again and how everybody how you can tell if the water's polluted by if there's mutations in the amphibians that be in the pond. That shit crazy as fuck. She said, I've been washing my hands frequently, especially since I'm pregnant. Yes. we were being haunted. Oh wow. I've been washing my hands frequently, especially because since I'm pregnant. You just stay at home too, Shay. Because people are and I'm feeling like these famous people that are affected aren't even fucking affected. Because if I got a coach here teaching people how to turn into a fucking turtle, I don't feel like they're being affected for real. They just use, you know how they use those people in the media to help scare the rest of everyone. So I'm like, now that I think about it, now y'all talk about Kevin Durant and Idris Elba and the coach done died. And I'm like, I feel like this is all for media. I don't know what's going on. Like, this is media purposes. I don't like to help scare society or something. I don't know what it is. Or is it a way to dismantle China's military? But then again, a few weeks ago, I had a tap message that China that about migrating out of China. Their population is at like 1 billion. You can only have one child or two per household. I cannot remember. And that's where all the nuclear plants are. You know, so there's a lot of nuclear plants in China, and we always see TV shows talk about how they mutated and all of that shit. And I feel like they just trying to get rid of all the sick, either get rid of the senior citizens, maybe to disable the social security system, and or all the sick patients or whatever. But if they're trying to disable, and then if they talk about Kobe Bryant died and he was part of big pharma over there in China, I'm like, it's either disabling the senior citizens or getting rid of people with chronic illnesses or what. I don't know. Is that to keep the insurance rates down? In America, we have insurance companies that are independent, and they get trillions of dollars each year. And in other countries, their insurance is universal health care. You can go to Cuba and get some free teeth. I know in like England, no matter how much the prescription is, inhaler, anything, no matter what you taking, it's $6 and something cent for each prescription, no matter what the fuck it is. And in France, they got health care. And they have, if you're sick, the physician will come to the house and take care of you, and they will cook and clean for you, and it's part of your health care. You know what I'm saying? So let me go back. So I just had a crazy dream about my sister being thrown in a pond. We were being haunted in the dream. Do you think that so if you was haunted in a dream, thrown in a pond, I wonder what that means. Maybe we can do some dream interpretation, because water is, first of all, is emotions, first of all. If the pond is dirty, clear, or, you know, got trash in it, it said that it has to be interpreted like, so you throwing in emotions and then haunted. Like, so like water stands for emotions, and then haunted, being chased, is fear. So you're being beautiful Aries. So you have a fear of, yeah, it was cold too. So you have a fear of being left out in the cold. And fear of being left out in the cold is emotionally, and it's like emotionally draining. Yeah, so you have a fear of being left out in the cold, freezing, and like you sick, and people like throwing you out in the cold or something like that. That's what it is. You got a fear of whatever's going on in the world, you catching it, and being emotionally like unstable type of shit, because like people will throw you out to freeze. Like bitch, you can't come back home. Like my mama done told me people can't even come over my house. She talking about some bitch, you better act like Corona outside. You better leave those motherfuckers outside where they came from. Like, what, you was where? Why the fuck you didn't stay? In where? You need to stay over there. Like, people was really acting up. And then, okay, Shay Queen, I heard the virus mainly affects the immune system of compromised people. Right, but you know what? There's a lot of diseases that are out only affecting certain blood types, okay? Because like, I don't know if y'all, I'ma just take it to La La Land right quick. Now, y'all watched Harry Potter, right? Now, you know how they got the muggles, the half-breeds, and the full-bloodeds. The full-bloodeds are okay. The half-breeds are sent to Azkaban, and the muggles are left alone. Well, in real life, in the medical field, there is spiritual warfare. Okay? It's spiritual warfare in the medical field in real life. Okay? Like there's the RH negative blood types, and there's the RH positive, and there's A positive and B positive. There's some O positives, there's some X positives, because some of us ain't even human on this planet. And like there's like universal donors, which is like the Rh negative people. They can't save but certain people, and they want to get rid of anything that don't have nothing to do with that. That's like if you're the full bred, like the royal family is full blooded, so full blooded Rh negative, and like anything outside of that, they can't keep the family clean. They only need pure blooded in society. And then there's the people that think full blooded or the mug or the full bloodeds or the half breeds or the half breeds is in the way. And then you go to the doctor, and there's the doctors, they in their own world union, just like there's the NBA, the NFL, the world got this own union where they come together and treat the diseases, and everybody are up to date on the healthcare. But then there's people in there's spiritual war going on. So you might be a certain type, and you go to the doctor's office and your shit fucked up. You can't have kids no more all of a sudden. You getting fucked up health care. And then there's other people that can go there and they shit good. Like, that shit is real out here now. I'm in the medical field. That's some real shit out there. Like, I don't even shit. Because why all your shit fucked up? Like, if you a certain blood type, you gotta have a C-section. You can't have no baby regular or whatever. It's spiritual warfare out here. And so, so Alan says... Shay Queen said, I heard the viral. Yeah, okay. So Alan says, beautiful Aries, just look up Sylvia Brown 2020 prediction and see something she wrote in a book called End of the Days about respiratory infections in 2020. And their photos are, I admit, it's funny because I didn't even see that on the internet for a while. I posted, my friend had bought a book, and I had posted that. We had the picture of the book. The next thing you know, it went viral. Because, if anybody know, I got over 100,000 followers on Instagram. I got celebrities. I have celebrity followers, promoters, models, actors, fitness gurus. All kind of verified shit going on my shit. You know what I'm saying? And my shit went viral even on my shit. And then, I'm always keeping up with the world news. And next thing you know, that shit is everywhere. I'm not going to take credit for it because Sylvia Brown did write it. But I know that the people who made it go viral on their viralness follows me and watch what I'm doing. I know that much. And yeah, she did. And she said it will be coming back in 2030, which is crazy that Sylvia Brown said it'll dissipate completely out of nowhere and it'll come back in 2030. Now, how I feel about it coming back in 2030, it's going to come back in China in 2030. You want to know why? Because if you rewind the video, I talked about... I had a tap message about migrating in China. I didn't really, I'm too busy talking, but the migration in China, I'm like, migrating out, migrating in. They said that they were going to try to build a new development in China. How can you build anything in China when it's overpopulated like the fuck it is? They had to get rid of all the sick citizens and all the mutated people and all that bullshit to clear it out. And you know what else was a development? Dubai. Dubai is a development. So it was built in like 15 to 20 years. Okay. So they say, and then I goes and look up China. They say something about China is trying to develop a development, and it will be completed by year 2030. So they trying to build it up like they built Dubai up. And migrating, I got the tap because I got tattooed. Something made me look at my hands. Development by any means necessary. What we need to do to clear this shit out. What we need to do. We overpopulated. What we need to do is either, and I'm sitting, and I've heard a lot of governmental majiggies, like government type shit where they was like, well, Trump, he really asked Vladimir Putin could he kill Iran. Vladimir Putin is in Russia and he's an ally of China. So I'm like, but at the end of the day, China will be bigger than Russia. So I'm like, is this a world move to disable China and the export and the export? Import and the export of economical goods? Because since they are the world's hub or whatever. Everything's made in China. I don't know how to say it, like an economical hub. I don't know. It's like a hub. I don't know, like Wish.com. Everything come from motherfucking China. Like, what the fuck? So, I don't know. Yeah, but what y'all think? I feel much better than a few days ago. I worked on myself till I felt better. She said a respiratory infection. Yep. Thank you, Alan. Okay, so anyway, what y'all got to say? I'm about to get into questions right quick, but what y'all got to say? I know y'all But this is what I want to talk about, the CDC and everything. But what y'all, I don't know what y'all want to talk about. Cause see, I just want to get, talk about a few things, tap on a few things. I also I think this is a bunch of BS. Me too. I think it's a bunch of BS too. I don't know how I want to feel, but I'm just giving an update. We owe China too much money. The allies are going to try to wipe them out. Girl, that shit sound about right, Allen. Use your intuition. Ruined your 30th birthday. Girl, who you telling? Well, my birthday ain't until summertime, but shit. It ruined my T&K Mystical Fair in Colorado. We pushed it all the way back to April. And now we see that everything's on lockdown. We had pushed it back to May because we got to see if our venue will still even be running after all this economical crisis. You know what I'm saying? And it's okay. I'm still out here. You feel me? I ain't out here in the streets, but I'm out here in the crib in an undisclosed location where I can't tell motherfuckers where I'm at type shit. But you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that makes sense. But see, if we owe China so much money too, we can cut down on trillions of dollars just by switching to universal health care. But I feel like if we switch to universal health care, all these independent insurance companies that got trillions of dollars off the American citizens, like how the fuck Obamacare costs 12 cents to somebody with a job a year, and then $170 something to somebody with a job, and $800 a month for a fucking senior citizen. And I know this is Obama and everybody loves some Obama, but like I have my senior citizen friend been retired, 68 years old, and they wanted to charge him $800 and some fucking dollars a month for Obamacare. So if they was to switch that, not only will it save the economy trillions of dollars, but somebody gonna get shot the fuck up. Like people gonna get shot up about that. Like somebody gotta die because you taking money out of these independent people's pockets. Like somebody finna die about that shit. Period. That's how I feel about it. And then I'm sitting here like I worked in the doctor's office where I've seen the doctors scam it. Like, look, in the doctor's office, nobody gets paid unless they have patients. You think the doctors do get money and stuff? But guess what? A medical assistant, every person they stick is $12 per stick. So you only getting $12 for that patient, while the insurance company is getting fucking $500-$600 to some grand's worth of money off that patient, while that person is getting only $12. So that means that if that doctor's office do not have patients, nobody gets paid. And that's just how they go. Thousands of dollars for the MRIs, the EKGs, the hemoglobins, and all those tests, all that shit costs, while the doctor, all the people who actually helping you ain't getting a fucking thing. The insurance is getting that fucking money. You know what I'm saying? Period. That's how that works. And that shit fucked up. But that's how that fucking shit works. So I'm like, we could cut back instead of fucking with other countries and cutting them and they losses and all of that. We need to motherfucking budget our shit. But then Trump is a businessman. I don't know what the fuck he gonna do, but he do business. He got billions of dollars. He got enough money to do business. Yeah, he ain't what everybody expect because he ain't no politician, but he is a businessman. And I ain't pro Trump, I ain't pro nobody, but I know he do business. I know that much. If America is a corporation, America is a fucking business. So instead of somebody going to school for political science and shit like that, you need somebody who is fucking specialized in doing fucking business. Right, yep, doctors have to come in for stupid shit to get paid for a visit. Yeah, then they see you for 2 seconds and kick you out the office. Yeah, because look, I'm like, even if I did 5 shots, okay, if I did 5 shots, that's 12 times 5. I can't do the math right fucking now. But that's all the fuck I would get paid for. And if we ain't got no patience, we ain't got no fucking money. You see what I'm saying? And the copay, that's just like me booking a stripper and I get a deposit. Your copay is $75. That doctor only get that $75. And them little toy cutting that, and that pay for the little sticks and all that shit. That shit get distributed out between the employees. Like, you feel what I'm saying? That ain't no fucking money. Y'all be thinking, I don't know what y'all be thinking this is. This shit ain't no fucking money. You know what I'm saying? And so a busy doctor's office on average sees 17 to 24 patients a day. On a busy doctor's office see 30. I work for a doctor's office that been in business since the 80s. She saw every bit of 50 patients a day. And if the office closed at 5, she was taking motherfuckers in at 4:45. You thought I'm finna be wait till 7, 8 o'clock with your ugly ass? Hell no. I told them no. I need to be done doing what I'm doing by 4:20. And done processing. Anything after that ain't got shit to do with me if y'all think I'm going to keep up with this paperwork. Because I was over 2 doctor's offices for the lab, and that was a lot of work. Seeing over 50 patients a day, like seeing about 45 to 50 patients a day, filling out, doing 4 to 5 tests per patient, and finding the CDC codes, pulling up they fucking medicational chart, getting the CDC, get the ICD-10 codes, and labeling that shit and dropping them off at the lab, doing triage to help them out so they don't be fucking behind, and just doing shit I ain't got shit to do with over there and all of that and stuff like that. Like, man, that's a lot of fucking work. And I wasn't getting paid a fucking enough for that. I mean, I was only getting paid like $18 an hour. And I'm like, shit, I don't give a fuck. I don't think that's enough. Because you got me in 2 doctor's offices. So I need 2 $18 an hour, motherfuckers. You feel me? Like a whole nother set of $18 an hour. Or whatever. One need to be 20 and one need to be 18 or something. You know, make it sound good for a bitch or something. Because y'all overworking the motherfucker. And then, you know what I'm saying? Overworking the motherfucker. So, but anyway. Let me see. So, yep. So, yeah, that's how I felt about it. So, anyway. I mean, what y'all got to add to this? Because after this, I think I'm going to have to go live on another live after this so I don't contaminate this one. Speaking of contamination, it looks like I'll contaminate this one with y'all love interests or whatever these funky ass dudes is doing today. I ain't calling them funky, but dudes get on my nerves, you know what I'm saying? But what y'all think? Because I don't know what to do half the time. And I just like to stay in the house. I was like, I ain't going back to the doctor's office. I don't give a fuck. You can't make me. I don't want to. I'm going to just stick this out at the crib. Oh, yeah, right. Back to what I was talking about. I was at the hotel. And they told me that the Indians that came from Italy was there. I'm in the elevator. You know I'm psychic as fuck. Why? I seen the number 544. And specifically, that number stands for sins of the father. So you know how like sins of the father, like I had a tap message about Africa. Then they tell me the locusts is finna come because locusts come every leap year. And because I seen an African celebrity of mine gets married. And then sins of the father, it made me think of my grandmother who passed contracting something when TB was very popular in the 70s and dying. And I was like, oh, Spirit told me, stay your ugly ass at the house, Tina. We don't need the sins of the father over here. You feel me? So that's why I'm at the crib. He said, I keep trying to tell my friend that she pregnant and work at the dentist office. She won't listen. Yeah, I mean, why the dentist office need to close down? Like a lot of businesses closing down and paying. Like Keisha Lansbottom said, 30 days. We closed down. We got free lights. We got free water. She said that the rent people aren't allowed to charge us rent because where the fuck we gonna get the money from? Like, and we got she need to listen because she think why she in the dentist office when they say you can get it from somebody's mouth and sneeze? Like, I wouldn't be up in there with nobody funky ass mouth. What they going in there for? To get their mouth sanitized? Like, I wouldn't even be in the dentist at this point because I don't know if the dentist office even clean their equipment good enough and don't know if they got corona on the stick, the thing to suck it out and all the scrubs and the vitamins. I don't know if they got that shit clean to sit for 14 hours. They may have missed the spot. That's just like the water drain. If you don't unscrew the drain every once in a while, you'll notice, if you unscrew it every once in a while, you notice that there's mold and gunk buildup in there. And they always tell you to keep that part that you unscrew off the water, the little part that come out the water, and out the drain, they always say unscrew that part because it might have fucking mold in it sometimes. Like, how you know that they shit ain't clogged up and shit? No. Right, that shit's fucking no. That shit just no. Her boss said as a healthcare provider, they can't close. See, that's why the fuck I'm not in there. Do your psychic abilities say this virus will go away soon? Her boss told her that it ain't serious. Of course, because it's her fucking business. She didn't want to lose no money. I told her, fuck them people. I think people are making it more serious than it really is. More people die from the common flu. That's true. More people die from the common flu. I think they only making it serious because these people are contracting this in a few days and dying. People ain't dying from the common flu in 3-4 days like that. You know what I'm saying? I do know the flu hurts. When I got the flu, my body hurt. For me, the flu feels like food poisoning. Like, my body hurt all in my skin and everything. We drink a hot toddy, knock that shit out, go to sleep, wake up, and feel better. Yes, more people die of obesity. Yes, more people die of that. But obesity takes time. Diabetes takes time. These people is catching this shit and dropping down in days. And their own illness by itself is not enough to kill them that quick. You see what I'm saying? Like, if I got diabetes, I'm not dropping in 2 days. If I got a flu, I'm not dropping in 2 to 3 days. If I'm obese, that takes time. You feel me? That shit. If I got heart disease, I'm not dropping in 2-3 days. Like, that shit is some shit that happen over time. This shit is some shit you get now, you can be gone by the end of the week. Like Ebola. I could, and the fact that they don't have no remedies for it. That's the only thing that make it serious, because they don't have no remedy for it, and people was dropping like this with, you know what I mean, they already got, they not dying. If they saying it's affecting people with underlying illnesses, these people with underlying illnesses have not even died from that underlying illness. They died when that shit came. Exactly. Who you telling? Well, I'm getting paid to stay home too sometimes. You know, I don't go no damn where anyway. I told my mama the other day, I said, damn, mama, shit, you know, it's hard out in these streets. You know what I'm saying? He's in the store. You don't know nothing about no motherfucker hard in the streets. Your ass be at the house. I'm the one be in the streets. She play too much. You can't talk. Like, I had brought some cupcakes home one time. She was like, did you spray them cupcakes? No, I did not spray these cupcakes. But they been in the heat, though. Does that count? Like, the heat sprayed them? Like, my mom be tripped out. Yeah, she be tripped out for real. She be tripped out about everything. I can't drink water out the faucet because she don't know what them folks at work, because the police talk to you outside the thing. She don't, like, I can't have company. Everything. This shit crazy. I'm okay with staying out. Yeah, I'm totally okay with staying at home. Just get this shit about 10 days. The world gonna really be overreacting. So y'all see this today. Today is 3/18/2020. The world is gonna be overreacting. Over fucking reacting. Okay? I'm trying to stay at home. I'm at home too. You feel me? I don't go nowhere no damn way. Life of an introvert. Only place I would go would be trying to go to my little boo house or something. Trying to get some you know what. And I ain't even did that. You know, I want to, but I ain't even did that. I'm trying to call me. If you see this, call me. But I ain't even did that. You know what I'm saying? I'll get fine for you, boo-boo, if you call me. I love you. You know, but other than that, I'm just at the crib. Like, you know, trying to keep it safe. You know, keeping it clean, keeping it sanitized. I'm not out buying a bunch of tissue and Lysol because we already have those things. Everybody room got their own Lysol to keep, because niggas get dust and shit. So, like, I get my own Lysol. I like to clean my room. And if, you know, I have my little company over, I Lysol my bed. So, you know, I smoke. So, I ain't gonna be no smoke smells on the bed. All you smelling is good smells and clean sheets. I might even spray my curtains. All you doing is smelling goodness, because people got good hygiene fucking regardless. Yeah. You hate leaving your house, you a homebody. Yeah, me too. I hate leaving my fucking house too. Like, for what? Ain't nothing out there. Now, I'm like, man, ain't nothing outside in these streets but jail and STDs. Now, ain't nothing out in these streets but jails, STDs, and Corona. Like, now I really gotta stay in the house. I gotta stay in my house so I don't get kicked out of my house, because my folks tripped out. You feel me? I gotta stay in the house now because my folks be tripping. I can't fucking go nowhere. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I just want to touch on that. I will actually be back. I'll be back in about 20 minutes type shit. Because now, what time is it? Nah, it was a 7:14. I'll probably be back around 8 p.m. or whatever, Eastern Standard Time. March 18th, 2020, which is today, I'll be back. And we'll just knock these reads out. But I had to at least do a video on this. Just to, I mean, I've been doing videos, but then, I don't want to, like, since some stuff is serious, I don't need nobody in my people's businesses or whatever. And I'll be back. Make sure y'all thumbs up the video. And make sure y'all share it on Facebook. Whatever y'all need to do, share it on Facebook for me. And all that. If you share it on Facebook, I'll give you 2 free reads. Okay? But make sure you tell me you showed it on Facebook. And you can Instagram it to me or whatever. I gotta see. If you share this on Facebook, you let me know via here. Let me see. And I'll give you 2 free reads. Okay, y'all? Well, I'm gonna holler at y'all later. Well, in a few minutes.